sa pagtitibay ng ating kalooban at patuloy na paniniwala na may Diyos. Tingin ko, makakatawid tayo sa krisis at hamon sa buhay. And as like, you know, in the teaching, the church, the leaders of the church is isang pribilehyo sa katulad kong tao na makausap ang mga pamunuan ng simbahan. So, ipinagpapasalamat. Happy na ako sa ganun. I don't want to force them on saying things. I don't want to put them in a situation politically, because I do believe, and I continue to believe, that the church, the separation of the church and the state. That's why I go there as a Catholic. As much as possible, every now and then, everywhere I go, when I talk to bishops or parish priests, I just go there, and in fact, even in the church, when I go to church, papapansinin nyo, wala kayo halos nakikita picture ko sa loob ng simbahan. But I do visit. Ngayon nga lang, binisita ko yung El Salvador City, nag-physical tayo kay Mayor, tapos isang bloke, what do you call this, konting motorcade, kasi galing naman ako ng Libertad. No? But I was informed na ni Mayor na pwedeng magbisita sa Divine Mercy. On the side, nakapasok naman ako. It's a good experience. Especially sa ating mga tagapakinig. Sa daming suliranin ng tao, parang minsan pasamuan daigdig. Siguro, minsan pinagpapaalala rin ng Diyos na nandiyan siya. So it's not being a candidate, but being a believer. Like other religion, they believe in something, that there is higher being among ourselves, and that includes me in a Catholic way.
Mga aksyon na nagkauman karong gabi na mao si Manila Mayor Isko Moreno, Domagoso, usa ka presidential candidate. Sir, kagabi sa inyong talumpati, sa harap na inyong mga supporter dito sa Sino, binanggit mo ang inyong pangako na i-improve ang buhay at pamumuhay ng mga Pilipino.
Tama po.
Kung kayo'y manalo bilang presidente, paano mo ito gawin na yun?
Well, the direction, may awa ang Diyos sa tulong ng tao, most of the resources of whatever is left or whatever is there will be redirected to protecting life and livelihood. There is threat in our life, and there is threat to our economic life, which is the livelihood of our people, business and jobs. We've lost about 4.2 million jobs already, and we've lost so many MSMEs already, and this will be the trust of if bigyan ako ng pagkakataon. Tao muna. Let's reinvest, reinforce the healthcare system of our country. That's why I opted to get a doctor as a vice president, simply because I think pandemic, COVID-19, giniling na tayo nito na kailangan palalaga. Mamuhunan ang gobyerno sa ating usaping pangkalusugan na na-access ni ordinaryong Juan de la Cruz. At the same manner, hindi natin pwedeng pabayaan na patuloy na magsara yung mga maliliit na negosyante, because 97 to 99% of our business is MSMEs. And MSMEs provides opportunity to our people. Job opportunity. At kapag may trabaho ang tao, walang magugutom. Kaya importante na buhay itong ito. So, GFIs, government, MSMEs. There are two. In this case, Land Bank and DBP. Masyadong liquid ang dalawang bangkong yan na maaaring ma-access ng mga negosyante, maliit o katamtaman upang wag nang mabawasan yung available na trabaho. At kung mag-survive, this is my goal. It's about surviving. Salamat sa Diyos. Kung umunlad, mas maraming salamat sa Diyos. Because I don't want to lose jobs. Mahirap talaga sa totoo. Mahirap kung walang trabaho, wala kang kapanatagan, You have to pay your bills, lalo na yung anak mo, dede, asawa mo, pamilya mo, kakain. Where are you gonna get this? While it is true that I believe in ayuda, we continue to provide, katulad ng ginawa natin sa Maynila, for 6 months, but you can only do so much. You cannot sustain it, it's not sustainable. So the best way to do it is really focus on life-saving in terms of reinforcing our health sector and the PhilHealth system, then livelihood. So doon talaga the direction. Ngayon, nalipawa naman. Ang goal ko kasi in the next 2 years, makarecover tayo. Maitawid natin yung tao sa krisis na kinakaharap natin. O napaaga, napabilis yung ating recovery. Then, we go to Mars. Ibig sabihin, saka tayo mangarap ng malalaking point to govern and building structures here and there. Yeah? Kung wala ng tao, kung namamatay naman ang tao, kung nagugutom naman ang tao, ang yung hapdi, napakasakit sa sikmura kapag walang naman ng siya.
Sir, may pera pa ba ang ating bansa upang matupad yung mga pangarap mo sa mga Pilipino?
That's a very good question. Kaya, nung ako'y naging mayor ng Maynila, dami kong pangarap. I promise a 10-year plan. Nung naupo ako, bangkarote na. Then, policy, or what you call financial engineering, creative financial engineering, wherein we tap on existing resources of the government that underperforming and non-performing to be disposed and let the private sector access it, invest, develop, create windfall for taxes later on, and create jobs. At the same time, cash on hand. Cash on hand makes a difference. So in our case, no, in the country, may awa ang Diyos. Kahit ganun din ang gagawin ko. Una, ano ba ang mga asset natin na nakatenga lang? Yung dying and we continue to spend and became an asset, became a liability. Doesn't make sense for the government to continue to hold on it. You have to let the private sector come in to reinvest and invest in our resources. So this will create liquidity in government spending and programs. Then I will go back to the best way to involve private sectors by going back to PPP, public-private partnership, so that we can continue with the build, pero hindi na tayo uutang. Dito na tayo kukuha sa private sectors. Now, if you remember, I made a commitment already that I will cut into half at 50%. Again, for our MSMEs to continue to be, to survive. And at the same manner, maramdaman kagad ng tao, ikaw mismo, ikaw manager, magbabayad ka ng kuryente, magbabayad ka ng gasolina, maramdaman mo agad. But the bigger picture of that is after mapakinabangan to immediately ng tao, tangible, the bigger picture of that is we're gonna raise our FDIs, or what we call foreign direct investment, because our utilities now, cutting taxes into half with regard to oil and electricity, will be competitive in the region. In the case of Vietnam, Vietnam has about $16 billion. Indonesia is about $24 billion. Foreign direct investment, we only have about $8 billion. Because they go there because mura magtayo ng planta, mura magtayo ng kumpanya, and the ease of doing business and the bureaucracy. It's easy. So having said that, now we'll be competitive. In fact, mas mahihirapan sa atin ng Vietnam, mas mahihirapan sa atin ng Indonesia kapag pantay na ang cost of utility or cost of operation. Bakit? Kasi mas magaling ang Pilipino. Mas magaling ang Pilipino skills, communication, and our culture. Kayang tanggapin ng ibang nasyon. Kasi madali tayong So these are the things, the key things that the Philippines has, yung tayo as a tao. In fact, I do believe, that's why I disagree to one statement made by other person na mahinang klase raw yung ating mga seaman. No, that's not true. We have the best seaman in the world. Tayo may pinakamagaling na marinero. I mean, tripulante. We don't build ships. We don't build ships. But we man the ship. And we are the best. Kaya nga gusto ko maging kapitan ng barko ng araw, di ba? Naalala mo yun? Yung kwenta ko. Kasi gusto ko maging seaman. So, these are assets. So, how can we do it? Yes. Pooling all resources, whatever we can find, and we invest on something to create more jobs. And iikot ngayon, what you call the velocity of money. Pag nagmura ang lahat, pag mumura ang bilihin, maraming savings will be gagastusin. Pag gastos ngayon nun, babalik ngayon sa yung velocity of money.
So magandang ginawa mo sa Maynila, pwede mong gawin sa buong bansa, Mayor?
Yes, it's a matter of what we did is duplicable and scalable. Because it is the principle behind the governance. It's about the administrative ability, modesty aside. It's not about motherhood statement, it's not about one word. You say one word and solve the entire problem. Hindi mo naman may sasaing yung isang salita lang. No. Yeah. Sa akin kasi talaga, government is always about the people. It's about your constituency. Whether it is the barangay.
Pero malaking challenge ngayon siguro, malaking utang natin.
Yes, malaking talaga utang natin.
So paano natin may matupad itong mga programa na ito pag malaki ang utang, trilyones ang utang ng bansa?
11 trillion, going 12, going 13, yes. I think about 62% of our GDP is, you know. But the point is, hindi naman tayo pautang kung hindi natin kaya ng kaya. So we continue to do that, hindi sa utang. We make private corporations, to participate in governance in terms of build. If we build more schools, build more housing, build more hospitals, create more jobs. Kasi yung ikot talaga ng pera natutulog ngayon ang pera ng private sector. O bakit pa ako mangungutang kung natutulog lang ang pera nila? Di hayaan ko silang sumali sa programa ng gobyerno na kapakit-pakinabang sa tao. Then naturally, iikot at may trabaho ang tao. Pag may trabaho, again, trabaho ang tao, hindi magugutom. Pag hindi nagugutom ang tao, hindi man siya yumayaman, pero komportable ang pamumuhay niya, That's what happened in Manila. We provided whatever basic needs. It's always about MBN, no? Minimum basic needs. Housing, school, hospital, jobs. Sino? Awa ng Diyos. Mabilis kami nakarecover. We became world competitive, modesty aside, including in the Bloomberg competition. And left and right, we were awarded by DTI. Even yung paglilinis ng kalsada, pagsasaayos ng kalsada, mga simpleng bagay na araw-araw lang napapabayaan. Kinilala naman ang gusto naman. Muling nabuhay yung Kapitolyo ng bansa na dati, alam niyo naman, puro kadugyutan, parang walang gobyerno. With 2.6 million nighttime population and 3 million daytime population. So, I'm happy and grateful to the people of Manila na pinagkatiwalaan nila ako kahit sa murang-edad. Because as far as data is concerned, hindi sila bumuboto ng batang dito. Never. First time, they took a risk. But I hope I did not.
Mga matatanda, karamihan, di ba?
Usually. Nakita niyo naman po, hindi naman namin pinagbubuhatan pa. Huwag naman ang loobin ng Diyos, may bigla kayong viewers niyo. Nakikinig, nangailangan ng tocilizumab, nangailangan ng remdesivir, baricitinib, molnupiravir. Ngayon may bago pa kami, Bexapib. Ito mga produkto ito, mga gamot antiviral medicine na kinikilala ng mundo, o sa mundo available yun. there are things that are duplicable. It's the habit, it's the attitude, it's the ability to manage things. Kaya nga po, Manong Jun, sabi ko nga sa mga kababayan natin, kung pagod na kayo sa away ng pula, away ng dilaw, araw-araw na lang, sila ang nag-aaway. For the past 39 years, sila nag-aaway. That's why I offer myself as an option. Kung pagod na kayo sa away niya, if you want to get things done, the very least that I can assure you, of all the problems, mahirap ang problema natin. Of all the problems, hindi ko naman yan itinatanggi, yung hirap na isang leader sa darating na ilang buwan simula ngayon. But I get things done.
Okay. Mga aksyon natin kauban mo si Manila Mayor Isko Moreno Domagoso, presidential candidate. Sir, dito tayo sa ilang specific. Murang gasolina. Paano natin may pababa ang presyo ng gasolina ngayon? Masyado na mataas.
Well, kung seniority tayo ngayon, di ba, presidente tayo, I'll cut into half the taxes. Mapaparaya ang gobyerno.
Paano?
I'll cut into half the tax. 50% tax. The tax itself. Yun ang babawasan ko. Ibig sabihin, aatras ang gobyerno. Babawasan natin yung buwis. And that costs about at least 12 or 10 pesos. Can you imagine that? Ang laking ginhawa nyo sa lahat. Ngayon, malulugi ang gobyerno.
Oo.
Tama
So
na?
paano?
Malulugi
ang gobyerno.
Maniningil lang naman ako. May sisingilin pa akong 203 billion pesos sa isang pamilya. Ready na yun eh. Final election ito. Andiyan dyan eh. Yung minana nila, ibibigay lang nila yung kaunti sa gobyerno. For 30 years, andiyan dyan lang, tutulog lang. Ay, mano ba namang kolektahin lang natin?
Gaano ito katagal masustain ang gobyerno, administrasyon mo?
It is a temporary thing. We cannot sustain that all through the years. That's why may timeline. Kaya kita sinasabihan kanina, Manong Jun. But for the meantime, kailangan maramdaman mo, Manong Jun, at ng iyong mga tagapakinig, na ating mga tagapakinig, na may gobyerno silang nasasandalan. Yung sa oras na matutumba na yung tao, may pader silang nasasandalan. Yun yung gusto kong gawin. Yun yung ginagawa namin. Ipinararamdam namin sa iyo na may matatakbo pa kami.
Nabanggit mo rin yung mabilis na internet.
Good question, Manong Jun. Kanina may update ako. Sige, please continue.
Paano ito masubaran?
Okay.
Yung
Alam
problema
mo,
sa internet.
yung internet, we started at 56 kbps noong araw in the mid-90s. But may internet naman tayo, may mga kable na tayo, pero maraming lugar, I've been around for the past 60 days. I've been around the country. Maawa ka. May hika yung internet. Hinihinga. The communication that may create commerce and jobs. Tingnan mo. Halimbawa lang naman, mga freelancer natin, hindi ko alam kung may nakikinig na freelancer ngayon. O meron silang artistic talent o skills. But due to lack of access to better and high-speed internet, nadideprive sila ng opportunity to grow or to maximize their talents online. Alam naman natin, maraming nagpapasubcon sa mundo. Marami na ngayon. So, if you have a high-speed internet available anywhere in an archipelagic country like Philippines, that includes the water, in our sea, in our ocean. Wow, can you imagine the possibility, the probability of us being more competitive to our neighboring region and neighboring countries? And I'll tell you facts about it on how I fiber optics, no? Simula Tawi-Tawi hanggang Batanes. But the thing is, there is new technology now. Manong Jun, tingnan mo itong kaninang umaga, ewan ko kung nabalita mo last week, Manong Jun, nakikipag-usap na kami sa SpaceX.
I heard that.
Yeah, Elon Musk. And when we sent our letter, immediately they answered. And kaninang umaga, nag-meeting tayo sa Manila noong representative ng SpaceX, Starlink. So, ating mga tagapakinig, paano kayo magkaka-internet ng walang kable? Itong low orbiter satellite, no? Na to, siguro to mga 500 kilometers lang to sa space. Ito, satellite na to, maraming satellite to, maliliit, naka-deploy. No? Ito yung magpo-provide ng high-speed internet. You know how fast? On a commercial use or residential use, you can have an access at 110 real Mbps, or 100 Mbps up to. Ayan, yung up to.
Palaging up to eh.
Yung up to. Ayun na yun, dali ka na doon. Pero ito, pag sinabi sa yung 100,
100 talaga.
you get 100.
Oo.
At by the end of this year, Starlink and SpaceX is developing an enterprise dish, which can provide, kumapit ka man, 500 Mbps solid. So, pag may disaster, which is nangyayari sa atin sa Yolanda, nakita natin yung dating administrasyon, talagang wala. It took them so many days to get right information, real information in the field. Tapos nagka-problema tayo sa Udet, tumba rin lahat ng mga antena, tumba ang kuryente, and so on and so forth. So with this redundancy, I call it redundancy. So we have cable, we have copper, we have fiber optics. These things fail, we still have satellite. For purposes of communication, we still have satellite. For purposes of communication and getting data real time to save more lives, because in a chaotic situation, I do believe, I don't know if you believe the same way, at yung ating mga tagapakinig sa akin, every single moment in a tragedy, in a chaos, in this kind of situation like Yolanda and Odette, can save lives. So that's one. But on a regular day, like what we're going to do, we provide internet in our barangay and in our school on a daily basis. So, ang dami niyang gamit. Kaya siya. At ang maganda rito, kukwentuhan tayo ngayon. Available na si Starlink. Alam mo, may awa ang Diyos. Sa tulong ninyo, naging presidente ako, nakalatag na si Starlink. Yung satellite niya, about 50 plus satellite. Ano pagpalagalan natin, sa Pilipinas? Kasi I think it's about a few thousand ang ilo-launch sa buong mundo to cover the globe. No? Nagkukwentuhan tayo ngayon, gusto mo yung Starlink. Pagbigay ko sa iyo ng disk, hanggat may langit, may internet. Ayun, parang ganun kaliteral, no? For purposes of imagination ng ating tagapakinig. Hanggang may langit, nakikita mo yung langit, may internet. Immediately may internet. That's how efficient, cost efficient, effective, stable, and fast. So, can it be done? Yes, it's happening now. And I'm gonna give you a very good example of a tragic situation, very timely. In the case of Ukraine-Russia situation, pagka tayo kable, yan yung nakikita, whether fiber optics or copper, pag yan pinutol, katulad ng ginawa ng Russia, pinutulan ng mode of communication ng mga Ukrainian, nung binigyan ni Elon Musk ng access, may internet sila. See? They don't have to build years and years of pipes, submarine cable deployment. You can deploy anytime. And then you see, imagine naman Jun, may nakikinig ngayon imagine naman Jun, may nakikinig ngayon sa bundok, sa bundok. Meron siyang talent, o meron siyang pananim, kakao, for example, chocolate. Tapos yung nanay niya may talent. Yung talent na yung sinali sa kanya. Marunong siya magluto. ng tsokolate.
Uh-huh.
Masarap. Ha? And because of internet access, he can sell where? Yung mga online store.
Oh.
How can he get paid? Online din. Paano? Ayun, fintech. So the entire ecosystem became available to you, Manunju, and to that guy or girl who's listening right now.
Oh.
Now he can make a living and, provide livelihood for himself or herself or his family. So these are the future. In the same manner, those who are fishers folks in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of the sea, can have an access of communication via satellite. Ano man ang mangyari sa kanilang aberya o kakailanganin nila, meron silang modem.
After ang interview na ito, no?
Kaya,
One last question,
I'm
Mayor.
happy, I'm honored.
Sa dami ko bang gustong
Sige lang, hanggat kaya
discuss
ko.
with you pero alam ko may limit ang oras mo.
Naku,
Diba?
thank you sa iyo, thank you.
May mga appointment pa kayo. Anyway, one last question lang, Mayor. Anong plano mo laban sa illegal drug?
Ay,
Mapapantayan mo kaya ang ginawa ng Duterte administration na maraming aresto at ang iba ay sa kanila ay napatay? Mayor?
Basta, war, drugs itself, I think it goes to everyone, to all countries. We should not tolerate at any point, katulad yan, benta-benta, maliit na that's to be addressed. Kailangan ituloy yung laban sa droga.
Oo.
In my case, being a mayor, mapapansin mo, kinakalawit namin. Nuhuli namin. Huli dito, huli doon. In fact, nakakahuli kami, 40, 30 kilos in a given day. No? O minsan, a few grams in these things. We don't tolerate. But as much as possible, the way I value your life to survive in this pandemic, the way I value your life to have and make a living, the same thing goes to everyone. Hindi ako Diyos telling who's gonna die or not. It has to be done under. Nagawa ba natin yun? At least masasabi ko, Manager, 97% ng apprehension namin across
Sa Maynila.
illegal activities, holduping, kidnapping, carnapping, drug, lahat naman sila, buhay. Tapos, pinaniwalaan ko yung sistema. Ano yun? Yung hudikatura. Sila ay, but we have to agree in our own system. So, basta, if there is certainty of proofs, naturally, these things will be bad. Now, ang pinakamatinding approach na gagawin natin, if given a chance. Papapansin mo, Manunjud, wala nang planta ka naririnig dito. Wala nang manufacturing dito. Pero bakit may drugs pa rin? That is the question should be answered by our listeners. And ako, ang understanding ko, baka sa port of entry tayo nagkakaproblema. Kasi kung wala na talaga manufacturing of drugs in the country, or what we call clandestine operation, then bakit pumapasok ang drugs dito, bulto-bulto pa, kilo-kilo pa. At ang maganda nito, nakapackage pa. Parang produkto na normal, pero sa loob ay droga. So, ibig sabihin, nag-i-import na tayo ng finished product. Dati ang ini-import ng mga illegal, yung mga drug lord, yung raw material, they process it here. So, if there's no processing at pumapasok, then we have a problem with our port of entry. O kaya, yung root cause, ayun ang habulin ko, Manjud. Yan naman, pumanatag kayo mga kababayan. Talagang may kalalagyan sa akin, mga smuggler. Kasi dyan lang naman yung pwede pumasok. Via air, via water. Remember, Manjud, madali tayong mapapasok. Kasi archipelagic country. So that's why, nung ano ko doon sa WPS, nung tinanong ako, sabi ko, for the first time I will invest, national defense. Mamumuhunan tayo sa Navy, at the same manner, yung mga smuggler, Mahahabol natin. Tingin ko, naturally, kapag walang dumating na droga sa bansa, walang processing o manufacturing ng droga sa bansa, mag-heal yung mga nabiktima. So, pag walang access, walang selling. Ewan ko ano yun, I grew up in the streets. Walang selling. Ewan ko ano yun, I grew up in the streets. I always try to run most of it, most of it. Government, ngayon, I'll cross the bridge when I get there. If bigyan mo ko ng pagkakataon na maging Pangulo ng bansa.
Good luck, Mayor.
Ay, may hawa ang Diyos.
Sir, panghuling statement mo para sa ating mga tagapakinig at siguro isaman mo na doon ang anong pinakauna mong gawin pag-upo mo sa Malacanang
Ay, ang unang-una,
by 12 noon, June 30.
ang unang-una, kailangan natin punan agad ng mga mabibisa, episyente, at eksperto sa kanilang field of undertaking, no matter what color they have, whether they are red, they are yellow, as long as they are they are asset of the state to be in place in the government to function properly and deliver services. Yun ang unang-una natin gagawin. Para magtrabaho agad ang gobyerno. Day 1 pa lang, trabaho na. Wala nang analyze, paralyze. Trabaho na. Dahil may itutuloy na tayo kay President Duterte, ituloy-tuloy na natin yon. Tapos yung new direction natin, life and livelihood, mag-focus na kagad tayo doon dahil kailangan mabilis kumilos dahil bilis din ng krisis ang dumarating sa buhay ng tao. So that's gonna be the first thing. Fill it up with good people. It's there. The office is there, the resources is there, the logistics is there. Just put efficient, effective person. Bata, middle-ager, matanda, I don't care. Pula, dilaw, asul, orange, puti, kahit anong pangkulay nila sa politika. If you want to serve, I can work with anybody. I did that in Manila. Even yung mga secretaries, para sekretary ng bansa yun, even did not vote for me, even did not support me. They were hired. They were put in their respective field of conduct. That is the first thing that we're going to do. So that the government should continue and should do its job on day 1 or first hour. Kasi kailangan ng mabilis na kilos.
Okay.
Naman, kaya sa ating mga kababayan, saka papakasakali lang ako dito sa Mindanao, dito sa ating mga kababayan sa Cagayan de Oro at iba pang mga nakikinig. Don't expect different results will come to you tomorrow if what you did today is the same as yesterday. Huwag kang aasa na may bagong mangyayari sa iyo bukas kung ang ginawa mo ngayon ay katulad ng kahapon. Pare-pareho pa rin. If you feel, ako po, ito tatapatin ko, if you feel umunlad ang buhay ninyo sa pamumuno ng mga pulahan for 21 years noong panahon nila, iboto nyo po pulahan. Kung umunlad ang buhay ninyo, umayos ang buhay ninyo sa panahon ng mga dilaw o yellow pin, sa 18 taon ng pamamahala nila, ng grupo nila, iboto nyo po yellow. This is not about us, this is not about me, this is about your life. Now, if you are tired of Facebook comments, if you are tired of polarization, if you are tired of away, higantihan, huwag kayong maniniwala, magkagantihan po yan. One way or another, Manong Jude, medyo may edad kayo sa akin. Ako'y tama na rin ang edad ko. Hindi tayo mabobola na magkakapatawaran yan. Sobrang lalim ng away for 30 minutes. If you feel that you're tired of this and you want get things done, mga kababayan, available po ako as your option. I am ready. I prepared myself for 24 years, practically, experience, and academically. Hinanda ko po ang sarili ko upang makapaglingkod sa tao ng episyente, mainam at masinop. Yun po ang kaya kong gawin. If you believe in simple government, straightforward government, available po ang inyong lingkod as your option. If you want peace of mind, available po ang inyong lingkod. Ako po, walang kaaway. walang babawiin, walang paghihigantihan, and I can work with anybody. And again, I get things done. Kaya awa ang Diyos, sa tulong ninyo, mananalo tayo. At mairatawid namin kayo sa pandemya ito ni Doc Billy at 10 ng aking mga kasama. And Manong Jun, thank you sa iyo. Thank you sa ating mga staff dito. At sa oportunidad ito. Again ha, uy mga taga-Cagayan. Thank you kagabi. Sobrang sobrang na-touch ako kagabi. I felt overwhelmed. In fact, mapapansin mo, first time ko sumigaw eh.
Oo.
Ang dami ko ng kampanya.
Oo.
Yun, ang top, lalo na dito sa Cagayan. Thank you. May awa ang Diyos. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng buong kapal. Pilipinas, God first. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Salamat, Mayor. Panagsun niyo na bapi, si Manila Mayor Isko Moreno Domagoso, Presidential Candidate. Good luck, Mayor.
Thank
Good
you,
luck.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Balik ka sa atong nilot nga mga api.
$20. Diyan naman na John. Diyan ako punta.
Thank you, Sir John.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Okay. Pasilpi pa.
Yes. Halika.
Selfie.
Ay, hindi na kami. Wala mo.
Oh. $20 lang.
Hoy, correct.
Thank you.
Palapin na lang ko, ha?
Thank you.
Long live.
Two joints.
Two joints, two joints.
Sige.
Video mo na sa video. Two joints, ganyan. Two joints.
Don't panic. It's organic.
Two joints.
Don't panic. It's organic.
Don't panic.
Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you. Thank you. O sige, mauna na ako.
May isa pa.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thank you. I'll see you.
Salamat po.
Thank you po.